Hakuna Matata, my friend. At last, we've seen the back of the year, this horrible year of 2020, let's just call it this way. And we are in 2021. And this is my first video of the year. Happy New Year to you. What camera should I buy in 2021? And when we are in the market looking to buy a new camera, we might ask ourselves this simple question: which is the best camera for photography, if still is your main thing? Or which is the best camera for videography if your main thing is a video, or just outright? What camera should I buy for 2021? And sometimes we want to go for the most reliable brand, so we ask ourselves also what is the most reliable camera brand? But before we get into what camera should you buy or should I buy for 2021, here is my key giveaway: a DJI Mavic Air drone. When this channel reaches 1,000 subscribers, just do those three things: like this video, subscribe to my channel, and finally comment below with your name saying I entered. That's all. Thanks. So let's get back to the video. And if you are right now in the market looking to buy a camera in 2021, so here is my list. And someone else's list could be absolutely different. It does not make it right or wrong. It rather make it a personal perspective. And the camera in my list are those that I have used at least once, and which I believe that even beyond 2021, they can still be relevant because the manufacturer built it with the thought about the long term. I mean, that's why there's some camera that is not included in my list. The like of Blackmagic, 6K or 12K, the Panasonic S, the Nikon Z. I exclude them because of how horrible the autofocus it is. It's simple, but I also want you to use the comment box below to put the list of the best camera in the market right now in 2021, just the top 5. Yeah, great. Every time I am in the market trying to buy a new camera, I will scratch my head, is hesitating between buy this camera or buy that camera. And I think most people find themselves in this situation, and we wonder what is the best camera we can buy, or why should I look for in a camera? It is the megapixel or the frame rate, or it is whether seal. What about the card slot? It is a Canon or Sony, or maybe perhaps or Nikon or Fujifilm, and so and so. And one thing for certain, right now in the market there is so many great cameras. Almost every brand launched a new camera in 2020. Name it: Canon, Sony, Nikon, Blackmagic, Fujifilm, GoPro, and the list can go on and go on. So buying a camera is a real complicated matter because there is no one camera do it all. So my first question for you to consider is what you are after: a beginner-friendly DSLR or a pro and mirrorless power? Whatever is your answer, this video will help you in the right direction. So there is a few factors you have to bear in mind that could help you narrow down your options. First on the list is the budget. Second is your experience as a photographer or videographer. Third is your preferred style of photography or videography. So to help you find your ideal camera, I have picked out the top best 5 cameras right now in the market in 2021 that you can buy, and that is my opinion. And I urge you to watch this video till the end to find out what is the top all-rounded camera and what is the top all-rounded video camera for you. My list is a random, so it is not the best that come first or the worst that come last. It is just a list, and I just put them randomly. So the best camera in 2021. Here, what I would be mentioning in terms of the spec. I will mention the sensor size, the resolutions, the touch screen, the autofocus, the shooting speed, the movie's resolution, the user level, the cost, and the reason on to buy or not to buy. So in my list, it's coming, the first one is the Fujifilm X-T4. I can say it is the best all-around APS-C hybrid mirrorless camera you can buy that can shoot video as well as still. The Fujifilm X-T4 is the best option around in the price tag of £1,449 the last time I checked on Amazon. The X-T4 has 26 megapixel APS-C sensor and it remains one of the best for still, but the X-T4 real bonus is its performance as a video camera. In-body image stabilization, faster burst shooting, and also some improved autofocus from the X-T3, which is fast, reliable in most scenarios. But the in-body image stabilization is a huge bonus here, and the X-T4 backed that with a huge range of tools and a great shooting experience and include a fully articulated touchscreen. My reason to buy it if I was you, superb image quality, IBIS or in-body image stabilization, which is very important, especially shooting video. The reason to avoid it, no headphone jack to monitor your sound, and also there's a record video limit. So quickly, I'm gonna summarize to you the spec of the Fujifilm X-T4. Sensor size, you have the APS-C. The resolution, you have 26.1 megapixel. Screen type, you have a fully articulated touchscreen. Autofocus, you have 425 point AF. Maximum continuous shooting rate, you have 15 frames per second mechanical shutter or 30 frames per second electronic shutter. Movie resolution, you have 4K up to 60p. User level, for me, is intermediate. Well, so let's now look at the Canon EOS R6. It is a superb camera with best-in-class features. The EOS R6 is a more affordable full frame of the two latest mirrorless full-frame camera Canon has released in 2020. And simple, one of the best camera alternatives of the EOS R5 that can be bought today. If you already own one of the Canon early mirrorless full-frame like the EOS R or any of the DSLR, this is a more than worthy upgrade. Bring best-in-class autofocus, a superb in-body image stabilization system, a burst shooting power that marks it out as a very fine camera for wildlife or sport photography. Despite the ability of the Canon EOS R6 to shoot 4K 60p video, the EOS R6 lacks options like the ability to shoot DCI 4K and has overheating limitation compared to the rival like the Sony A7S III. Make it better suited for still photography and sometimes you shoot video. Last time I checked on Amazon, the price of the Canon EOS R6 is about £2,499. Reason to buy: class-leading autofocus, excellent full-frame IBIS, dual car slot, fully articulated touchscreen. Reason to avoid it: currently, I find it expensive. Video recording has a limit. DCI 4K missing. And on top of that, you have overheating issue. So here are the summary of the spec of the Canon EOS R6. Sensor size is full frame. Resolution is 20.1 megapixel. Screen type, fully articulated touchscreen. Autofocus 6072 point AF. Maximum continuous shooting rate 12 frames per second mechanical shutter or 20 frames per second electronic shutter. Movie resolution 4K up to 60p. User level, I call it Pro. So next in my list is the Sony A7S III. For me, the best mirrorless video camera you can buy right now in the market, hand down. For a long time, it looked like the Sony A7S III was never going to arrive, but it was well worth the wait. If you're looking for video focus full frame mirrorless camera, the Sony A7S III is currently the best one you can buy. In fact, the only reason the Sony A7S III isn't the best all around is because of the lower still resolution and also the pro level price tag for me. If you can afford it and need a small 4K camera that's extremely capable in low light, then certainly you won't be disappointed with the Sony A7S III. Video quality is exceptional and you can record for a very long time too. Unlike, the more limited Canon EOS R5, you won't encounter any overheating warning and you will be able to shoot well beyond 30 minutes. The Sony A7S III is a pro camera packed with a pro video features. The ability to shoot 16-bit RAW over the full-size HDMI port, excellent autofocus, and 9.4 million dot viewfinder, and in-body image stabilization to help you iron out those micro jitter, shooting handheld. On top of that, you also get a headphone jack, 3.5mm microphone jack, plus an option for XLR audio and 4 audio input via the XLR-K3M audio accessory. If you don't demand high resolution still, it is more than capable camera for photo too, just for online. There's no doubt it is pricey, but the Sony A7S III is also the best camera in its class and take mirrorless video to a new height. It will cost you around $3,799 last time I checked on Amazon. So reason to buy. Fantastic low light quality. Trust me on that one. Fully articulated touchscreen. Good battery life. No overheating issue. Video-centric camera. Reason to avoid? For me, I find it really pricey. And also low resolution for still. So here quickly is the summary of the spec. It's a mirrorless camera. Sensor size is full frame. The resolution is 12.1 megapixel, disappointing. The screen type is fully articulating touchscreen. Maximum size continuous shooting speed is 10 frames per second. Movie resolution, that's what it excels. 4K up to 120 frames per second. User level, I said, is intermediate or expert. Right, so now let's look at the next camera. It's the Canon EOS R5. For me, it's the finest still mirrorless camera Canon has ever made. Period. If you see the Canon EOS R5 as a pro still camera with some impressive video feature, then it is one of the best Canon has ever made. There's no doubt that the Canon EOS R5 has video limitation compared to the rival like the Sony A7S III, particularly for shooting longer clips. But for anyone looking to shoot mind-blowing still in almost any situation, whether that's a wildlife or studio work, it is usually impressive achievement. One thing that I really want to mention here, absolutely, of the EOS R5, it is the autofocus, which offers very accurate and reliable subject detection and tracking, particularly when it comes down to people or animals. You cannot get that nowhere. Even Canon did not manage to deliver that. And you have also get a superb 5.72 million pixel EVF, a body design that will be comfortable, familiar to those coming from DSLR, and the ability to shoot bursts at 12 frames per second with mechanical shutter or 20 frames per second with electronic shutter, with a growing collection of RF lenses, although expensive I might say. The Canon EOS R5 is the next-gen mirrorless camera that pro photographers have been waiting for. So here, how much the R5 will cost you. It's about £4,200 last time I checked on Amazon. So reason to buy: superb autofocus, solid in-body image stabilization system, good battery life, 8K resolution in mirrorless camera, fantastic build. Reason to avoid: high price. As I said, CF Express card can only be costly in the long run. Some limitation for videos, suffer overheating. So here the quick spec for the EOS R5. Mirrorless camera. Sensor size is full frame, resolution is 45 megapixel, autofocus is 5940 zone AF, the screen type is fully articulated, you can shoot continuous shooting speed. Here is electronic at 20 frames per second or 12 mechanical shutter. Movie resolution 8K. User level, I call it enthusiast or expert. So here, the last in my list. Olympus OMDE M5 Mark III. For me, it's one of the best travel camera you can buy today. No camera can give you everything, but a rare few do come close. And the Olympus OMDE M5 Mark III is in that class. A polycarbonate shell might feel like a step down from the body of its predecessor, but in the hand, this mirrorless camera feels great. I feel just right. It's lighter than ever and fantastic to handle. The Mark III back up its good look with a powerful processor, superb image stabilization, and shooting mode to suit every skill level and style of shooting. I mean, it's true that there is no way escaping the fact that it is micro four thirds sensor, and also there is now the slight issue of Olympus exiting the camera business. While this does put some future servicing option in that, I still happy to recommend the Olympus OMDE M5 Mark III as still remaining one of the fantastic performer for years to come, regardless of its parent company fate. The OMDE M5 Mark III combination of speed, style, and you have got yourself one of the best all-around 4/3 on the market today. Compared to others, and also the ability or the versatility of the camera is relatively cheap, just over £1,000 on Amazon last time I checked. That's just the body alone. So here is the just quick or summary of the spec. Type is mirrorless camera, sensor is 4/3, resolution is 20.4 megapixel, lens type micro 4/3, screen type is fully articulated touch screen, maximum continuous shooting speed is 30 frames per second, really fast. Movie type or resolutions is 4K. User level, I call it intermediate. Alright, so reason to buy. Incredible image stabilization. It is a really tiny body, but it's excellent, to hand. Reason to avoid. Smaller sensor struggle in low light. Just don't try. The body is polycarbonated and feel like a really cheap thing, but when in your hand, it's excellent. So now let's bring everything back here. And let's put it that way. If I am on your place and looking for best versatile all-rounded camera, I mean that the camera that you want to shoot still and also at time you want to shoot video, then right now my top pick is the Canon EOS R5. If money is not a big factor for you, but remember that's kind of is, I mean for still yes, but if thinking about video, that's no camera that you can use for shooting long videos. So the Canon EOS R5 is the best hybrid mirrorless camera you can buy right now, and it is comfortable shooting video as well as still. But I would say that this is a still camera rather than a video camera. If you're looking for a professional job, then video, you will be disappointed. Although with some overheating issues that Canon is trying to improve every firmware update. Again, it makes a good option for all-rounded hybrid camera. Then in my second category, if a video is your thing, then no one beat the Sony A7S III. It is the best mirrorless video camera out there in the market right now. Nothing else can beat that with the price tag. So that said, maybe the camera that I listed may not be the perfect model for you. So then you have to subscribe to my channel because I have so many videos coming out to find the best camera that fit your pocket and also fit your shooting need. So thank you, my friend. Hakuna Matata. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. God bless you. Stay safe and stay protected. Hakuna Matata. Ciao for now. Bye.